You haven't worked since your dismissal from the supermarket?
Well, I had a couple of days casual at Buck House when one of Her Majesty's ladies-in-waiting had the croup.
This is a serious restart interview, Mrs. Theodopoulos, not an audition for Bob Says Opportunity Knocks.
Sorry, Miss Pollock.
There are several supermarket checkout vacancies at the job centre. Have you tried for any of them?
No, I can't go back to that sort of work. It's too aggravating. That's why I lost my job. The stress of dealing with stroppy members of the public.
One of whom you hit on the head with a £3 Polish knackwurst.
I was provoked.
What sort of work do you think would suit you?
Oh, I don't know. Film star, top model, pools winner, Harrison Ford's love toy.
Not the sort of vacancies a public employment service tends to attract.
No, shame. Oh, well, I just had to struggle by on me pitiful dole money then.
Whilst actively seeking employment?
As active as Ben Johnson after an injection.
Come in. Ah, it's Mrs. Stubbs, isn't it? Do sit down.
I didn't want to bother you. I only called for a repeat prescription and the receptionist said...
That I don't give repeat prescriptions. Please sit down. I see you've been on antidepressants for 6 months.
That's right.
Ever since your husband was sent to prison.
Who told you?
Oh, it's in your notes.
Oh. Well, can I have me Jimmy Hills then? I've only got a week's supply left.
I must tell you, Mrs. Stubbs, that I'm not inclined to give you any more.
What? What's going on? Oh, it's because I'm on the NHS, isn't it? All right, I'll come to your private. How much?
Mrs. Stubbs, Tracy.
Look, I never had this bother with Dr. Gran. I mean, you could ring him up any time of the day or night to give you a prescription for anything. What happened to him anyway?
Struck off for overprescribing. Tracy, why do you suppose that you need antidepressants?
Because I'm depressed. Are you sure you're a doctor?
But why do you think you're depressed?
What is this, some new game show? My Daryl's away at Nick, my son's away at school. I haven't had any you-know-what for months.
And you think that antidepressants will solve these problems, do you?
Well, what do you suggest? Go out and get my leg over?
Is that what you want to do?
Cheek.
Tracy, depression is often a form of anger turned in on oneself. You're probably mad as hell with your husband for getting himself put away. And until you can learn to express your rage...
Look, I don't want all this problem page crap. Do I get me drinks or not?
Not. What I'm prescribing for you is life, people. Get out of the house. Indulge in some social intercourse.
So you are telling me to cheat on him? Why live?
Mrs. Stubbs refused repeat prescription, made good progress in helping her express anger.
Yeah, great off. Yeah. No, mate, now the lorry stopped with the lights at red light, all this gear fell off the back light, so I was there with my motor, banged it in like, yeah. Now, I got none left, son. No. Hey, here, listen, mate, gotta go. Yeah, ta-da, be lucky. Ta-da. What you says? How's life in the fast lane?
Oh, the dole queue's a laugh a minute. Not every day you see a photocopier in your front room. What's going on, Stan?
Yeah? Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah. Looks good in a T-shirt, does she? Yeah? 1 or 2 points of outstanding interest order. No. No, mate, no. £200 a night, I take them there, bring them back. All right, son. You ta-da, be lucky. Yeah.
You're bang out of order, Stan. You've turned my flat into a knocking shop, haven't you?
On my boy's eyes. It's all legit.
You ain't got a boy.
Yes.
Are you trying to tell me that your girls are earning £2 a night in the vertical position?
Yeah. Why don't you come in the bedroom? I'll show you what my girls do.
You dirty.
Yeah,
I'm a happily separated woman. How long will it take? Where's Mrs. Fisher? Having another hot flush, is she?
No, I had to let her go.
Oh, what? Someone paid a ransom?
No, Ranjit's coming round later for a serious talk. He reckons we've really got to cut down. Anyway, it's stupid for two healthy 30-year-olds to employ an unhealthy 60-year-old who needs massive hormone replacement therapy before she can get a support hose on of a morning.
Look, I'll pay for Mrs Fisher. There. 50 quid.
Where's this come from?
Stan,
Who's Stan?
the spiv what's subletting me flat for a warehouse. Look, the Stones are at Wembley all next week, right? And Stan reckons I can flog a couple of hundred of these T-shirts a night. I get a quid each. Well, they're bound to do well, because the official tour T-shirts cost a tenner. These are only a fiver.
What, you mean they're pirate?
Yep. Personally printed by Captain Birdseye.
So you're doing the Stones out of their rightful?
Oh, don't, Trace, you'll make me cry. Poor old Bill Wyman. He'll really be struggling to raise his wife's school fees, won't he?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ranjit. I should have realised you don't eat bacon.
Don't worry.
I always thought it was your 4x2s what didn't eat bacon.
Carry on, Ranjit.
Well, that's it, really. Your skin, Tracy, sorry.
You're joking.
Accountants don't make jokes about money.
But what about Daryl's business?
It's useless without Daryl. Still, you can at least sell the house.
I can't sell the house. It's everything Daryl's worked for.
And blagged for.
Look, the housing market's a bit flat at the moment, but you can still get out with enough money to pay off your debts, buy a nice little semi somewhere and put a bit in the bank.
I can't go back to a semi.
Oh, no. Where would Imelda Marcos put her shoes when she come to stay?
I suppose I'll just have to sell me Tom.
I thought you loved that cat.
I could take out a huge insurance policy on Sharon's life and then murder her.
There is one way of getting a decent price for the business.
How?
Well, there's a couple of house builders I'm tight with. Now, I could get them to put in some big orders for conservatories. Yeah, a couple of phone calls and I could generate $500,000 worth of orders.
Great. So what's all the drama been about?
They won't be real orders, Tracy.
What?
Oh, you're so naive. You get your mates to place some orders, right? Then you sell the firm to some mug, and then all the orders mysteriously fall through.
It's called massaging the figures.
Well, that doesn't strike me as 100% honest, Ranjit.
You've spotted the scheme's single flaw there.
It'd work, though.
No. No way. I'm not entertaining nothing that ain't kosher.
Better let her in, then.
I thought so. Bacon sandwiches.
Correct. Double your money.
Oh, the smell's been driving me mad. It wafted over your head in my kitchen window.
Well, I'm sorry, Dorian, but we can't be held responsible for the smell of our food.
Who's complaining? I adore the scent of bacon. I even switched my Ventaxia to suck.
There's no answer to that.
May I?
Yeah. I thought you lot weren't meant to eat bacon, though.
I know. That's what makes it so fantastic. Forbidden fruit. It's like having an orgasm with your clothes on.
Do you mind? There's Muslims present.
I know. I'm still waiting for an introduction.
I'm Ranjit Gupta, Mrs. Stubbs' accountant.
Dorian Green, the mad Jewish woman from next door. They've probably told you all about me.
No.
Why not?
I have to go. Tracy, I'll speak to you later.
Do you have a business card, Ranjit?
Yes, of course. Dorian?
Do you want his business card for? Your husband's an accountant.
Well, you never know when you might want a second opinion or something. He's gorgeous. Where did you find him?
Oh, he delivered a goat vindaloo one night, just sort of stayed.
Is he married?
He's got 4 wives. Don't think he's happy with none of them.
Is anyone going to join me?
Bit early for that, isn't it?
It helps me eke out me pills.
Oh, Tracy, you're not still taking those.
Dorian, if you was to tell your doctor that you was feeling very down and depressed, like life wasn't worth living, what would he prescribe?
A cruise?
Or Tom Cruise.
Look, Tracy, you want to get out more, live a little.
Live a lot.
Oh, this is a conspiracy, isn't it?
I don't believe you. 3 hours without your loft insulation and you're turning paranoid.
I've got a wonderful idea. There's a ladies' night next week.
What's that? Posh name for an end party?
No way am I going to another one of those. She dragged me to one last Christmas. 75 checkout girls getting legless on Pernod and Black, while the male stripper waves his meat and 2 veg 6 inches from your face.
Oh, it was brilliant.
No, Tracy, a ladies' night is when the master of the Masonic Lodge, next year it's Marcus, invites all his, I hesitate to use the word, members and their wives to a dinner dance. It's a fun evening, what do you say?
Where does Luke fit into this picture?
Oh, you're very astute, Tracy. I admit it. I want you to take Luke as your dinner partner. I'll pay for the double ticket naturally.
And what's in it for you?
I just want the opportunity to dance with him.
Go on, it'll do you good, Trace. I'm going to be at Wembley every night next week. Don't want to sit in here, do you, staring at 4 walls?
But I don't even know Luke. I've never even seen him.
Here.
You carry a picture of him with you?
It was taken while he was fitting my new kitchen. Marcus thinks I carry it around because I'm so proud of my ceramic hob.
Well, judging by the tightness of his jeans, Luke's fairly proud of his and all.
You give me strength to believe in the songs that I say. You put into motion all things that I dread. Pure treasure you bring.
Oh, fast, Trace. That's how Marilyn Monroe got started. Oh, you don't want Elton John singing Goodbye Tracy Stubbs. Right, here goes. It's just you against the world now, girl.
Weave your magic and make me talk.
Ranjith, what do you want? I'm just going out.
I know. I'm your date.
What? Looks like Labour's rising in the opinion polls.
What's the matter, Tracy? Was it something I said?
No, it's something you didn't say. You forgot to tell me about the late substitution you made to tonight's team.
Oh, you mean Ranjit? I thought you'd be pleased. You know him. He's a very presentable dinner partner, a lovely dancer.
Oh, and how do you know? Been practising the horizontal conga with him, have ya? So where's the king of the kitchen fitters, then?
I've treated Luke to a medium-density fibreboard appreciation course in Birkenhead.
Oh, he must think it's his birthday.
He'd only have been out of his depth here. Ranjit's a man of the world. Luke's just a callow youth. He doesn't even have his own dinner jacket.
So you ain't only cheating on your husband, you're cheating on your lover, too?
It must be nice to see the world in such simple terms, Tracy.
Oh, what, you mean knowing the difference between right and wrong? Well, I'm surprised at Ranjith. I mean, he's supposed to be engaged, isn't he?
Yes, Tracy. But I don't think his fiancée will be too upset, seeing she's only 9 years old and lives with her granny in Karachi.
Thank him for his kind words. It's a great honour. Puts me in mind of a joke I once heard.
Marcus, I'm sorry, Dolly. I feel very queasy all of a sudden.
Me too. I hate making speeches.
No, I mean, I feel physically sick. Must have been the sweetbreads. Offal never agrees with me.
Dorian, please. I'm trying to learn my joke.
I've got to go. Take me home, Marcus, please.
You mad? I'm incoming master of the lodge. I can't leave.
I feel like death. What comes first, the lodge or me?
Normally, I'd say you, but tonight is the biggest night of my life.
Bigger than our honeymoon night?
Doreen, I don't know. I'm not master of the lodge yet.
Look, hold on, Mrs. Green. If Mr. Green could take Tracy later...
Oh, would you? That's so very kind of you.
No, you don't want to put yourself out, Marcus. I'll go with Ranjith and Dorian now.
What do you mean, put himself out? You live next door. It's no trouble, is it, Dolly? Stay, Tracy. Enjoy yourself.
No, I'd better come. I did first aid in the guides.
There's no need for you to spoil your evening.
But suppose you come over all faint in the car. Who's going to loosen your clothes? Ranjith can't take his hands off the steering wheel.
It's OK. I've got power steering.
Go.
Hope she's all right.
Oh, she'll be fine after a little lie down in the back of Ranjiv's car.
One more song to play. And then I saw you out the corner. A little guy.
So you really think this mate of yours could be interested in the business?
Well, no promises, but it would fit nicely into his portfolio.
Got a big one, has he? Portfolio, I mean.
You've got a very nice laugh, Tracy.
I didn't really want to come tonight. Have I already said that?
Well, you did mention it once, or twice. Or thrice.
Everyone's been telling me to get out of myself since, you know, Daryl.
I know. It must be hard for you.
Well, only if you don't drink the prison tea. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm never like this normally. Sharon's the crude one.
Yes, I know. I've seen her at the bus stop, picking her nose.
Well, Dorian told me she picked her nose out of a catalogue up the plastic surgeons. Oh, I'm terrible tonight. But I'm enjoying myself. I am. I'm enjoying myself. My Daryl's locked up. And I'm enjoying myself.
With
And the winner, with a total sale of 997 T-shirts, is the enterprising Mrs T. Sharon.
Thank you very much. Couldn't have done it without you, Stan.
Here, Shaz. Let's call it a grand. Hey.
Brilliant.
Here, Susie Wong. 4 bottles of pills.
Pills? You want chemist?
No. Pills lager. God blimey, she must have come on the same boat from Hong Kong as my T-shirts.
She speaks better English than what you do Chinese.
Oh, you like the Stones?
Stones?
Stones.
Oh, Stones! Ginger wine, whiskey mac.
Oh, my God, strike a line. No, the Rolling Stones. You know, brown sugar, satisfaction. Listen. Now, look, get us 4 menu Ds with extra crab claws, some of that crispy duck stuff and some of that plum sauce. Oi, where does she think she's going? Hey, here, Tosh, here, Mr. Wu. I was just giving your compatriot our order. Why won't she serve me?
Because she was a customer, sir, and she didn't pay her bill.
Your husband's done some very nice work.
I know. If only the silly sod had stuck to sticking up conservatories instead of security vans.
Our other halves often do things we don't always admire or understand. I really like you, Tracy.
Oh, you're very nice too. What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
A vodka and tonic.
Oh, God, what have I done?
You know what you've done. I think you'd better go.
Tracy, I'm so sorry. Please, let me explain.
What's to explain? You're just another dirty old man who thinks any woman on her own is fair game for a bit of a feel. Just because I danced with you a few times and laughed at your pathetic jokes.
I'm so sorry. What can I say?
Try good night.
No, Tracy, please. Look, I love Dorian.
You've got a funny way of showing it.
It's just that she's not interested in, well, you know...
In you?
No, in a proper marriage, you know, in a sexual relationship.
We are talking about the same Dorian.
What do you mean?
Well, nothing. Just she's always struck me as so, well, you know, vivacious, fun-loving, outgoing.
She just puts that on. Really, the poor woman's a maelstrom of confusion and anguish. I try to understand. Try not to be too demanding. But it's hard. I even suggested a sex therapist.
Do you go?
No. She prefers to go on her own. 4 evenings a week. She says he's very good, this doctor, but I can't see any improvement. You won't tell her, will you? I beg of you, it'll be the end of everything.
Marcus Dorian's one of my best friends. How can I not tell her husband tried to jump me?
Tracy, I'd do anything.
Really? Anything? Well, how about introducing me to this mate of yours who might buy the business?
That was just a ruse to get invited in. There's no such client.
Well, you better find one. And double quick, Marcus.
Morning. Have a good night.
Depends what you call good. You?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah.
You know I don't eat biscuits.
Go on.
What's this?
500 quid. Half my T-shirt money. A large contribution to the running of this hotel.
Oh, Shal, you're great.
I know. Wednesday in Edmonton later. It's my signing on day.
Oh, you ain't still collecting the dough?
Of course I am.
But you've just made a fortune, that's cheating.
Don't start all that again. Look, Tracy, when you sign on, an indignity you've never had to undergo, you have to claim that you haven't worked for the previous 6 days. Well, I ain't, have I? I've worked for the previous 6 nights.
Talk about splitting hairs.
Oh, I got goody two-shoes. Didn't mind going along with Dorian's little scheme last night, did you?
No, but I wish I hadn't. Dorian feigned food poisoning and pissed off with Angie.
Angie?
Leaving me pissed off with Marcus.
Why, what did he do?
Only tried to jump me, that's all. One minute he's spinning me this moody that he might have a client to buy the business. Next minute he's trying to lick me tonsils with a tongue like an ironing board.
So what did you do?
I didn't do nothing. I ain't you.
So what happened once you repulsed his bestial advances?
He was distraught. Begged me not to tell Dorian.
Which you wouldn't.
Of course not. But he weren't to know that, so I stiffed him. I told him that unless he really found someone to buy the business...
Oh, so you blackmailed him?
No, I wouldn't really tell Dorian. She probably wouldn't give a monkey's anyway.
It's still blackmail. I don't believe you, Trace. Mind you always was a right little hustler.
Who, me?
It's you. I remember the way you used your body to get Daryl.
What do you mean? I wouldn't let him touch me till we got engaged.
Exactly. That's the way to land a rich husband.
Well, Daryl didn't have nothing when we started going out. He was on his uppers.
Tracy, everyone was on his uppers. He was the amphetamine king of Stoke Newington.
Why don't you just shut up about Daryl? I'm sick of hearing about him.
What? You're always going on about him.
I know I am. Stupid sod he is. I'm in this mess because of him. Because he always wanted more and more and convinced me I wanted more too. I was happy when we was up his mum's. I loved that little house in Leytonstone. The semi in Whip's Cross was great, but it weren't good enough for him. Oh, no. We had to live in the same turning as Bobby Moore. Nothing less would do. I went along with it. Thought it was all great. The business was booming. Everyone and his dog wanted a conservatory.
See, calm down. Have a pill.
I haven't got any pills. And if it weren't bad enough Daryl getting banged up, I have to get landed with a sister who's trying to fiddle away into Holloway and a neighbour who wants me to act as a decoy. Sick and tired of everyone leaning on me.
Does that mean I don't get me lift?
No, of course I'll take you. That doctor said I needed to get all the anger out of my system. I think she was right. It's not very nice here, is it?
Not very. In fact, Joan Collins has threatened not to come back till they redecorate.
Everyone looks so downtrodden.
It's because they are, Tracy. Welcome to the backside of Thatcher's economic miracle.
Oh, don't start getting all Ken Livingstone with me, Sharon. You don't have to sign on. You've got somewhere nice to live. You can earn good money.
Look, if I'd have known I was going to get this sort of ear bashing, I'd have come on the bus. Why should I feel guilty about fiddling a bit of dole money than what you do about ripping Marcus off for 50 grand?
Because what I done for us, and what you're doing because it's too easy.
Gives her the right.
Can I have your card, please?
What? Oh, right, yeah.
Cheers. Okay.
Hello, Mrs. Theodopoulos. Remember me? I wore the T-shirt because I know we all look the same to you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kathy Lee, Department of Social Security. Fraud officer.
Oh, Oh, the Chinese detective.
Have you just signed the unemployment register?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Then I shall have to ask you to come with me to my office.
And suppose I don't want to?
Oh, ain't you in enough bother?
Then we'll do the show right here. Sharon Theodopolopoulos, I have reason to believe you have just made a false declaration of unemployment in order to claim benefit to which you are not entitled. Not bad for a chink. Hmm?
I knew this would happen. What'll you do to her?
She'll be brought before the magistrate, probably get a hefty fine. Though some persistent social security fraudsters go to jail. Go straight to jail, do not pass go, and do not collect £200.
You're really pleased with yourself, ain't ya?
I am, as it happens. I enjoy catching blatant abusers of taxpayers' money.
Well, I've got 2 pieces of bad news for you. The first is, I never signed on. I signed off.
You what?
Oh, it's worth losing that money just to stop you nagging me. And the second, now that you've told me your name, Miss Lee, I'll pass it on to the manager of the Golden Chopstick. He's after you for doing a runner the other night.
What'll I do?